Tumbling Tower blocks. I bought a couple of this little scenery. This is just a little bunny and of course some little chicken, and of course we will take everything apart. We won't use everything. I have some furniture wax, I have some black paint, I have my glue gun, I have my brush, and I have my glue sticks, and this is a little bit of the main things we will need, and this is all very inexpensive, so I hope you have little things laying around. So let's make our boxes. We are going to start our boxes with the bottom, and the bottom will be a bottom. I have to pronounce it right, of course. So we are going to make first we are going to make 2 of 4 blocks like this, because this one will be very easy. And you see already my placemat is a little bit he bent over. I had him on my heater, and that was not a great idea, because now he's really in a very weird shape. So, but I have to deal with it. So like this, this is already number 4, and we are going to remove the glue, because we already have glue on the sides, and then your piece doesn't glue. If you want to glue the pieces together, then you have of course, always when my camera is running, I would want to do it fast, but always like this, it doesn't want to go the way the way I want it. I have made a couple of boxes earlier in a Christmas DIY. They were different, because this one will be much different than that one, but if you want to see more inspiration of boxes, of course you can go over our playlist from Christmas, and there you find also the Christmas boxes from Tumbling Tower blocks like this. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to do some glue on here like this, and I'm going to place it against each other like this, and squeeze it and press it down like this. And now we already have our first bottom, and of course it looks a little bit strange because the wood has a little bit of a brown color, but of course if you see this one, it is the bottom. We are laying it apart. Now we're going to make our first side, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 2 against each other like this, squeeze it and remove the glue. We do another one, of course, like this, and again squeeze it and press it down like this. Let me know if you are just like me, just one big chaos when you are DIYing, because I always make such a mess. I don't know why, but it is. I'm going to lay down 5 blocks, and of course you can do 3 if you like this better, and you want to have an open box, but for me it's a little bit too open, so I'm going to go for 5 and leave little spaces in between like this. So what I'm going to start with is 1 on the outside like this. So we are going to place 1 on here. I'm going to do this one on the other side like this, place it against each other like this, and I have to get it off my table or else we don't get our sides. We are going to take 1 over here, and we're going to place it exactly in the middle like this, over here, and now the other 2 will be in between, and I hope, if I have it right, there will be little spaces in between like this. And now we're going to do the last one like here, and again place it in the middle and hope that we get the nice space in between like this. So this is what you will get for the sides like this. And I know it is open, but if you don't want to have it open, you just want to have it closed, just move everything up, and you just do 1 extra over here, then you have everything closed. Then you just have a closed box. So that's always an idea. If you don't like the openings, it's fine too. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do some glue on the tops, just like here, just like here, like here, like here, and like this one. Place it down, and of course place this one against it like this and press it down, so we are sure our box is flat like this. You see, this is already one side piece. We are going to make the second one because the middle one we are going to do in a different one. For the sides we take one block, we take another one and we do some glue on the top and we glue it a little bit off line like this and squeeze it and press it down, and we take another block like this, also again some glue on the top and also on the other side a little bit of line. Try to get it a little bit the same opening like this. You see, this is what I mean. This is already one side, but we still need the top of the side. So we take one block, we do some glue on here, we do some glue on here, and then we're going to place one block over here and try to get it a little bit like the same measurement like you have down, like this, so he's fitting nicely. And this is already one side. I'm going to make now the second one. We have all the parts we need. We have two of our sides. We have two of our other sides for the smaller side, and we have already the bottom for the a little box. So what we're going to do first, I'm still laying away my bottom. We are going to take one side and we are going to glue this one, of course not this one, you see already this will be just a little fence. So we do some glue on this side, and we are going to glue it against this one, and we are going to do with this one the same also against here, and then we're going to do the other side. So it's very easy. I have to look that I have the greatest way that I can have the blocks, that they are fitting the best like this. And of course I have to look if I have it on the same length like this. And of course you see already, this is what I mean. This is one already. And now we are going to do the other one. Of course, try it out like this. And on this side. And again, place it on here. And try to get it as even as you can. And like this. And I will remove everything before I glue the side. Of course, like this, and I feel all the wood if I need something to work with or not. Like this. And now we're going to place this side on top of here, like this. And then we get a nice box. So, but first, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it some glue. Of course, I need some extra glue on here, on this side, on this corner, and on this corner, like this. And then we are going to place it like this. Of course, we have to work with it, and we have to work with this, so this will also fit inside like this, and then squeeze it. And then you really hope that he that he is fitting the way you have it in your head, like this. So you see now we have the top of the box. It just looks more like a little crate. So you also can use it as a crate and do something fun inside of it and give it a color. And you see already I'm totally under the glue. Like this. Now we get our bottom and then we can glue this one on top of here. And this will be but I'm going to do the bottom with some wood glue, because before I have everything in the glue with my glue gun, everything is already dried up and that will be a disaster. And I want to have it that it stay in the same place. So I use for the bottom my glue, at least my wood glue. This is from Patex. I think you're already well familiar with this brand, but you can use E6000. We don't have it here. Or Gorilla Glue. I think that's also a glue. But of course, do whatever you think is right. And I do a little bit more and I let it dry for half an hour before I place it on top of here. We are going to let dry the crate a little moment. What we're going to do, we are going to glue again, because we want to make the, here in the Netherlands we call it a deksel. Dus with the D, deksel. And of course you call it, I think if I'm correct, a lid on top of our crate. So we are going to do 4 blocks again on the sides with some glue like this. This is one. And try to get the blocks as even as you can, especially with the lid on top, because he have to fall just in place. So this is really something, it goes right or it goes wrong. So we will see how this will turn out. Of course, this is the very easy way to make a lid, of course. We are going to do a second piece of 4 like this. And you see already I have 1 block and I am removing it because he's much smaller. And you see already this one is totally out of line. So I'm going to do this 2 away and I'm going to start over again with 4 new one. And then I hope that this one is really better than the other one. But you see already in each package can be some blocks which are not totally the right size, because it is yeah, very cheap wood, of course. These packets are most of the time $2.99 and it's similar like dollars. Euros is a little bit more, so it is almost the same. What we're going to do, we are going to glue this 2 again to each other the same way like we did the bottom, like this. And you see already, if I am correct already, you see how much different in sizes there already is, and we have to work with it. We can't change it, we can't, of course I can take another blocks, but the chance is very big that the blocks are even, again the other one also different sizes. So we are going to see how this will turn out. So we have 1. What we're going to do, we are going to take 5 blocks and like this, and we're going to look if they are in one line. They look the same, so we wish for the best. Like, so DIYing is also a little adventure, so you never know how it will turn out, especially not my DIYs, because it's most of the time one big chaos on my table. So, but I try to get, and I always hope that you enjoy to see, even when I make mistakes. The mistakes are also part of DIY, because this also important that you make mistakes to do it better the next time. And I can better make the mistakes than you do. So like this, we have 5 blocks on top of each other. And now we have to glue this part on top of here. And of course we need 3 blocks. I'm sorry. There's a little bit of loose pieces of wood is coming off. So don't worry. Don't worry, nothing is wrong. So one over here, one over here. So we make a little bit the sides of the crate we have. So I can glue it on the same place where I want to have it. This just a little reminder where I have to glue it. So I'm just going to place it aside. I'm going to look which one is the best part to glue my piece on. And then you're going to get if there are openings or not. So we have to look, maybe I have to turn it, then it may be flatter than it is when you do it the other way. And I think this one is really better than the other way. So I'm going to place this one down. Of course, I take my wood glue, but you can use your glue gun. But I'm going to use my wood glue. And I'm going to do some glue on the side of the blocks like this. And normally I let it dry in for a couple of, most of the time, a half hour. But now I'm going to place it in the middle, and I'm just laying it down. I'm not pressing it, I'm just laying it down. Now I'm going to build my piece which I have around it, because that is the side of my crate. You see already I'm under my glue, and I'm going to look for if I have it on the right spot like this. And now I'm going to go over to the other side like this, and then I can measure out a little bit if I have it in the right space, so my lid will fall into my crate like this. So I hope I have it, and now I'm going to press it down. Yes, he's still here. And I press it down and I let it dry for a little moment. Our second box, because the rest is drying, the second box, the underpiece, we are going to make a little bit bigger. So what we're going to do, we are going to take again 4 blocks like this. We are making a set of 3 of 4 like this. And of course, if you don't want to see how I make it, please skip forward. It doesn't matter, because I understand totally that sometimes it is taking a little bit too much of your time. So go ahead and just skip forward. So this is already 1 of 4 like this. We're going to make the second of 4. But for everyone who enjoys to see how I made the DIY, you can do it step by step like this. This is number 3, and this will be number 4 like this. And this is the second one, and now we're going to do the last one, of course, like this. And this is number 2. We are going to do number 3 like this. And the last one of this block, number 4. And again, squeeze it and press it down. We are going to go and we are going to glue all 3 parts on top of each other like this. And this is 1. And squeeze it and press it down. And we're going to do the other one like this. And of course, do enough glue, and you can also do for the bottom some wood glue. And again, squeeze it and press it down like this. And now we already have the bottom of our a little bit bigger one than we made the first one. We are going to take for the sides 3 blocks like this. This is 1. We are going to do on top of each other, squeeze it and press it down. And we're going to do the block number 3. Oh, he's already going everywhere like this. This is number 3. We are going to make again 1 of 3 like this. Again, squeeze it, press it down like this. And the last one of this one also, again, this will be one side. And again, we have already the one side, the top and the bottom. What we're going to do again, like we did with the same, we're going to take some loose blocks and we're going to place 1 on the end like this. And we're going to place 1 on the other side on the end like this one over here, and press it down and keep it in a straight line. so we have later not to worry. So you see, this is what I mean. 3 blocks and 1 on each side. Now we take 2 blocks again, and of course we are going to do 1 halfway, and we're going to do again 1 over here, 1 halfway over here, and we are going to do 1 over here. So it is, we have to look a little bit where we want to place it, because we have to move a little bit with it like this. I think this is more a little bit how I want to have it. I say a lot of little bit. I am really sorry. Just ignore it. Sometimes I have from this kind of words what I sing a lot. So, and of course is one of the words also. So I'm going to make a 1 in the middle like this of this one. Of the middle of the 3 I'm going to do 1 like this and press it down, and now I'm going to do 1 over here like this, and I'll try to get it as even as I can, like this and like this, that the openings are the same. So we are going to do this one, and I hope I have it a little bit on the same size, and like this. And I have to be careful to move it off like this. You see already the glue is already coming on the back side, and we have to get it off, or else our side doesn't fit on top of our block later, like this. But of course it's a little bit of work, and I know this is taking much too long of your time. I'm so sorry about that, but I'm doing my best to do it as fast as I can, like this. And I'm going to do this one and like this, and I have to be sure that try to get it a little bit the same. I did my best to get it as straightened out as I can. Of course sometimes it doesn't work completely, but learn from my mistake, I always say, and just do whatever you think is right. And I'm going to go and I'm going to glue this one on top of here. So again, we are going to do some glue on this top, on this top, on this top, on this one, of course on this one, on this one, and on the last one, like this. And then we're going to squeeze it, press it down, and just keep it in place for a little second until it is dried up, like this. You have to squeeze a little bit hard, and you see this is already one of the sides. I'm going to do the other side, and then we're going to do the front sides. We have already the bottom and we have the 2 sides. We are going to now the really sides. Of course these are the front and the back side of the crate. This will be the real sides. What we're going to do again, just the same like we did with the other one. I'm going to do 2 blocks. I'm going to give a little bit of glue, and I'm going to measure out a little bit where I want to have them, like this, and just squeeze it and press them against each other like this. And then you get the same like we have with the other. And again, now we only need to do the top like this. So do some glue on the top sides and also on this side, and lay a block against it and try to have them as angled as you can, like this. And now we already have one side, so we only need another one. Just do 2 blocks with some glue, like this. And this packet with blocks is also so much different in height, so it is really looking for what is the best angle to have in, because this one is really bad. I hope you have better luck with your blocks, because this blocks is really out of line. It's really bad. This is the first packet. I had so much bad blocks inside of it. Again, this one, and now we do the tops like this and like this, And we're going to glue this block against it like this and squeeze it and press it down like this. Now we have also our side, so we are going to glue it against each other. We are going to take first this one and we are going to glue this part again and this part, of course, on the sides against each other. So I'm going to do some glue on here and I'm going to do some glue on here and place them on top of here like we did with the other two. And again, and squeeze it again. Of course, I have to get it a little bit more in front like this. Now we're going to do this part and this one and place it on top of here again like we have over here. Try to get them as even and straight as you can, like this. And of course the glue which is coming out, take your nails or something else, a scraper maybe, but try to get it immediately off your piece like this. And like I said, I'm sorry if it takes a little bit longer. I really am. I'm doing the best I can. And like this. And now we're going to do some glue on this part, on this top, on this top, on this one, and on this one. And we are going to place it on top of here like this. We have to work with it a little bit and press it and squeeze it together like this. And so we get a nice round of our crate, like. And of course you see already the glue is coming out over here, and it doesn't matter because you can work it very easily off like this. And I show it to you. Be careful that you don't burn yourself, because like I said always earlier, I don't feel anything because my fingers don't feel when it is hot. So I'm going to place it up here, and again I'm going to look for if everything is fitting on top of here, or maybe if I turn my bottom like this, maybe he's fitting a little bit better. And I see already he is fitting better this way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it over and take my wood glue again, and I'm going to go also for the bigger crate with some wood glue on the lines over here and just let it dry in. I don't know if your wood glue also needs drying in. That's every wood glue have a different reading about with it, so I don't know if your wood glue also needs a little drying. Mine it does, so I let it dry for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to place it on top of my bottom. And you see already I placed the bottom on top of my crate, and now if we turn it over, we have a nice bigger one size crate, and it's so easy to make. And we have now a smaller and a bigger one, and I really love especially the pieces we left open. I really love it. It gives a little bit more of a structure in your piece. And of course now we getting our lid, and this is already the one with the one, and I already made one for the bigger one. So this is the same one like we did with the smaller one, only we did it, you see, this one is with 4 of 4. You see here, I have to show it to you, 4 blocks of 4 next to each other, and here we did 3 of 4. That's why you start with this 3 of 4. I had some footage of it, but it disappeared. I thought I did my camera on, but I didn't probably. I don't know how it happened, but but it is very easy. So you do the same with this one, only you make 1 of 4 extra, and then you turn it over, and then you see also what we have extra. Of course, we need, here we have 5 blocks on this side, and here we have I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 on this one, and then he's totally fitting inside of your box like this. And you see, I am really loving how he's turned out. Of course, it's not a box you normally see, but with me you never see it anything normal, but So what we're going to do, I'm going to place them apart. I'm going to take my lids, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some blocks like this, and I'm going to make a top of it, but I'm keep it very simple like this. Of course, you can use 2 half blocks over here and place this one on top, so you get a little bit of a higher piece like this, but I keep it very simple, and I'm just going to do for this size. I think it looks better with my crate. So I do my glue gun on, and I'm also going to make for this one the same, also over here, 2 on top of each other, and here. Only this one will be placed over here, and this has room for to do it in the middle of the 3 parts like this. So it's very easy. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to glue some glue in the middle like this. And of course, you see already my glue gun needs to warm up a little bit, but of course I was a little bit too late to warm it up like this. And you can already see, even here, you see already the blocks are so much different in sizes. But of course, we will do with it like this. And now we're going to glue it in the middle like this. And we have to move it up a little and then press it down. Then we already have one. Now we're going to do the second one. And of course, in between, you don't need so much glue. Like this, just squeeze it and press it down. Like this. And now also for this one. Oh, I'm already stuck to the glue. Again, do some glue over here and just place it in the middle of this one. Like this. I have to look if I have it on the right spot, and then press it down. So you have a nice, simple, very simple lid. And of course, like I said, if you have a different way, you also can use some piece you use on your kitchen, a knob or something else. You can do anything you like, just what you have laying around. But if you want to make everything from tumbling tower blocks, you can also do 1.5, like I told you, and just do really a little bit of a handle. So, but I keep it this way. What I'm going to do right now, of course, you can paint it in any color you like. You can paint it even in this, in the black, and the top in the furniture wax. You can do it totally in the white. You can choose any color you like. I'm still debating if I do totally in the furniture wax or maybe something, the lid in the black color. Maybe that's also an option, or maybe did in the black color. But again, if I did it in the black, of course, I should have glued this later on. But that's always with me. I always think of things that can go in my mind. But then I already have it glued on. But that's always keeping the fun in it. So I'm going to debate, and then you will see what I chose for. For mine, I chose, after long debating with myself, I chose to do this in the furniture wax. And of course this in the furniture wax, and I do the top in the black color. But like I said, I probably should have painted first black, then glue it on top of here. Then you have less difficulties to get it the lines straight around it. So, but that's a learning point again. And I do it every time again and again. I know that I should do it, but I always do glue it on and then totally think maybe I should have painted. But you learn from my mistakes. So I'm going to take the very easy furniture wax, just very simple antique wax. So if you want to have a lighter color or maybe another color, you can get them in different colors. So go ahead and choose the color you like. So I'm going to go over this one, and I will do all of the pieces in the furniture wax because it gives a nice rustic color. But of course, I understand if you like for the summer, maybe a yellow, maybe something red. I don't know, but I want to decorate it, and then I think this is a little bit of more of a neutral way. So I will finish this off, and then we go to the next step. Everything is in the furniture wax right now, and I let it dry for a little half hour because I think then it sucks a little bit better into the wood. but of course you don't have to do it, but I leave it in for half an hour, and then we're going to, with some piece of kitchen towel, we are going to wipe everything off and make it a very smooth surface, how you call it. I think at least that your box is very soft. And of course I still need to paint the tops of our lids. Everything is dried up. I'm going to take just a piece of kitchen towel and go over the pieces of my crate and just look what is coming up, and still is coming some wax off. So we are going to make it, like I said, in a smooth way, so that it is really smooth to feel like. I don't know how long you can talk about smooth. Oh wait, I won't bother you. I will do this and then we're going to decorate it. The boxes are finished, and you see I think they turned out quite nice, but of course we are going to decorate one of them, the smaller one, because I will place them together. I will do some greenery probably in here, and this one I will make a little display, not a lot but a little. So I will open it and put the lid beside it and just fill it up with some with some greenery and maybe a little bunny. We will see. So I will do that. Of course, if you don't want to see how I decorate it, then you have to skip forward a little bit. But of course, I hope you don't. And for everyone who loves to see it, I will make a little display. I placed you a little bit closer right now. I know it's a little bit close. What we're going to do, I'm just going to piece a piece of garland. This was a garland. It was much longer. Of course, you can see it really good. Good right now. So I just take pieces apart, and if I need loose pieces, I just rip them off. But for this time, for this piece, we are going to fold it in and just going just inside, just not really pushing but lightly. Then I'm going to take a piece of garland. Also, these are a little bit of the loose pieces, and just wipe them in. We want to have it little bit loose around the sides. So this is a bit of a bigger piece like this, and just fold the pieces out of each other like this. And you can make so easy a nice display with only a couple of things. I am always so, at least I love making little displays. It is so easy to do, and you don't need a lot of things. Only a little bit of imagination like this. And I always say I'm just an amateur like everyone else. I only have it from my mother. My mother was really great in decorating, especially with decorating with no money. I have to say that, with really no money. She did lampshade with some shoe polish, and you can name it, she did it. That didn't cost almost anything because we weren't a rich family. And we always had a nice house. My mother decorated it always very nice. So I'm really thankful. So probably I have the fantasy in my head from my mother. So this is already a nice little start of your display. Now I'm going to get some of these branches. You can find them anywhere. So, and even if you have real branches, you can find them outside. Here in the Netherlands, we call such a tree een hazelaar. That you use these branches most of the time with the Easter and the spring season. But of course, you can also use it at the fall season. I am going to rip it apart like this. Take the pieces off which you want to use, like this. So I'm going to place one in here in each corner. A little bit of the bigger one over here. And I have here more of a bigger one, but the only thing you have to look for is just don't do it straight away, but then you have the chance that one of the branches is coming out on the side, and that's not what you want. So try to squeeze it in the sides like this. And I'm going to look for another one, of course, and I have also another one over here, and I'm going to place one in this corner. I think I'm going to move this one and do the bigger one over here, like this. So we have a bigger one on each corner this way, and we're going to do this one on this way, and we're going to do this one on this way. So we have a little bit symmetry inside of here, and like this. And now we already have a nice little base. Of course, you also can do, if you like really these branches, you can do one on this side. Just work your way inside of it and do one on the other side. Of course, I have to look if there's one a little bit bigger than this one. I hope that this one is a little bit longer, but he isn't. Then we use this like this, so, and keep them a little bit apart, like so. You see already have a nice little display. I hope you can see that the lighting is really good, but most of the time here in the Netherlands we have a little bit of a crowdy days the last weeks. So this way, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take some of the, I think you call it baby breath, and I'm going to get off a couple of them and also squeeze them inside. Just remove the pieces, and of course we are going to place them in between, just where you want to have it. And you only use now 3 pieces of branch, so it isn't cheap because you still have a lot of the branch over, and over here on this side, and do it a little bit over here. I love this baby breath because I love the white flowers, and I'm going to do one in front over here, and it gives such a nice spring, yeah, happy look. And now I'm going to place this apart because for me it's more than enough, but of course you can choose for any color. If you like a little bit of yellow or maybe orange, just go ahead, just make a nice display. I have here a little piece of faux grass with some bunny on top of it, a little carrot, and of course a couple of flowers and a little fence. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try to get the bunny off. At least I hope he will go off like this. And I'm going to place, I do a little stick because he is from styrofoam on the underside. And I'm going to place a little pig inside of here, and then I'm going to place him on top of our display. And you see, I mean, this kind of wooden little pigs you also use for, you can do in your little piece of cheese. If what you normally also is a little flag on top of here, but you know what I mean. I don't know how you call it in English. This maybe, yeah, I don't know, pig. I don't know, but you do it on the underside. Just squeeze it in, and then you're going to place this one already sideways in your display, a little bit down, so his underside is not coming, it's looking, so you can't look at his underside because that is not the greatest side. And you see I have another one, and I'm also going to try to get this one off, his piece of faux grass. Of course I use the pieces always, I never throw anything away, like this, and just get everything off. And you even can remodel his ear, so that's always a great thing, so you can make him as funny as you want. I'm going to cut off a little piece of the back side, like here, and do some pig inside of here. And you can find them, this one, pieces of bunnies, or maybe I also have a little chicken, so you can find them anywhere, probably in your store also, and they don't cost almost nothing. So I'm going to place this one on the other side, like here, of course, one in front and one a little bit on the back side. So you see, now you already have 2 in there. And of course, if you want to go all the way, you can even go with some little carrots and lay the carrots inside. So I also picked this one off, and I will show you how it's looking like. Most of the time I don't have orange. Oh, I'm so sorry, that was not the plan. So I will take another one. I did get it off the grass, and I am going to look for if I can still remodel it again. So we will see. And of course we are going to try to get it on top, like here, so we don't waste anything. And this was a little bit harder to get off than I thought. like this. And of course we have to get this grass away like this. And now I take a little pencil and I'm going to make the pieces which are white right now, like here, I'm going to get them in an orange color. The carrots are also in front, but you don't have to do it. It's optional. Optional. So I did break off also the fence, and you can, of course, if you want to have a nice clean underpiece, you can also cut a little piece off, so you have a really nice thing. But I'm going to look for if I can place it on the side like here. I have to look for if I can get it in like this. I have to look if that is looking great. I don't know. I don't think I like it that much, but I will keep it for another DIY, of course. So this is a little bit what I make for my display, because I don't like a very busy display. You also can place the little pieces of flowers inside, and the grass we also keep for another DIY. So you only, after this chaos, you only get from me still the end.